coming live to you once again. This is for the Brothers Talk series, hashtag. And today I want to speak on brothers. Again, this is episode 2. We have no friends. And who do our brothers collaborate with? Thank you for joining, and let's get right into it. Can you hear me? One moment. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Grand Rising, my brothers and my sisters. This is episode 2, part of the hashtag Brother Talk series, hashtag the Otto M Jr. channel. Thank you for being part of the family. And if you a brother, this is for you. And if you a sister, if you care about me, the men in your family and your brothers and your brothers, this is for you also. And this episode, as episode 1, was about lying for our defense. And I expressed how we don't have a brotherness with each other. One day I would keep continuing, as I already have with some of my brothers, continue over social media or in real life. And today is Monday, August 24th, 2021 at 1100 hours, 56 minutes. And I want to get right into it. What I have noticed, and I was keeping off, I'm going to do a bigger presentation, is be mindful of Black men, Indigenous brothers. Be mindful of those Black men that collaborate with other race women, with other race men, women that are not for us, Black women that are not for us, Black women that prefer other race men versus us brothers, and social media that demonize us only and at every expense and every chance to demonize us. So if you are part of a community and you're for your brothers, and your sister is supposed to be for brothers, and they watching those people and they listen to them and they utilize. A person can say something good, but at the same time, is it worth my ear and eye gates for me to listen to them or watch them? And to me, no. Know why? Because it's nothing good that they will say that a person that's for me will not say or will say. You see what I'm getting at? So if people that's not for us as brothers and our women not for us, if they say something good, I can get that from a woman or my brother that's for me. I don't need other race in that retrospective of a view or a talking point to say this is their. No, I don't need them. Because if they're going to say the next words out of their mouth is to belittle, degrade, bash, and demean me, They already have self-loathing and contempt. There is no self-love there. So why would I want to listen to a man of my race and a woman of my race say anything good about me? I can say good about me, or I can go around people that know me that's going to say good about me. You notice how we are a community, quote unquote, black men are a community when we're doing bad. But as one, we're not a community. You notice that? When one is doing good or one is doing bad, we're not a community as a whole. If you notice that. We only a community is when we are being demonized. So I want to get into, you listen to a certain American black man and a certain American black woman. Who are they aligned to? Who is their handler? So let's get into that. So as we get into that, if you think about it, why would a indigenous man collaborate with other race men? Unless he's trying to get a benefit that's beneficial to us solely. So that means this man is only donating. He shouldn't be able to buy stock. He should not have stock or a hand or a part of information or tools or utilities that can interfere with our growth as a race. If he's allowing another race man to interfere, that's right there. That'll let you know. Put up the stop sign, put up the stop brakes, like such as when they say, put your hand up and put the brakes and say, no, you that man right there is not to be trusted. That's why you see I don't post people. I don't know information about them. And when I do, I'm going to let you know I pay attention. You watch a movie, who's the director? Who's the producer? Who wrote the movie? Why don't you know that information? You know why that information is important? Because there's a message. And then that person that directed, produced it, and wrote have a specific message they're trying to show you. Do you know the message of the movie you watch? So if I watch a movie, I have not watched Queen and Slim, and I'm never going to watch it. And I told my brothers, you know why you should never watch Queen and Slim? When he went on a date with her, first of all, we got to look at the writer. The writer is a gay black woman. She's only going to see a gay black woman point of view. She hates black men. Yes, she hates. I don't care what none of you say. She did not use an American indigenous man to play that role. Why is that? You won't look at it that way. For some odd reason, you will not look at it that way. The reason you shouldn't watch this, when that woman disrespected him in the the diner, because it's a diner, he asked her, why did you choose to go out with me? And that woman is a born African woman that's married to a white male. That's not important to you, huh? Okay. That's why it's called acting, and you missed it. Quote unquote entertainment. You missed why there will not have a cast. Spell cast. They had to put a cast on you. When you break your leg, you put a cast over it for it can hit. Oh, you don't. Okay, whatever. I'm not playing with words. That's the meaning of the word. And you can look up multiple meanings of the word cast when it goes towards a movie or an injury or a spell in the understanding the etymology of the word. Why is that word? I am casting people to play in my movie, their structure, their plot. They're directing it. They are the producer. They are the writer. Oh, not paying attention. Gotcha. And when he disrespected her, he should have got up. Why would we even go on a date? She responded, because I was bored. I seen that preview. What is empowering about a man protecting a woman that only sees fit to go on a date with him because he's bored? You trying to say me as a good man, born to a single mother? Yes, I'm not as, the word I'm going to use is aggressive as most men that have their father that's married to a woman. But I actually can notice things too that he won't. I don't do happy wife, happy life. I do happy spouse, happy house. So a spouse is two people. I have to be happy and she has to be happy. We have to make I have to make myself individually happy, and she has to bring some sort of calmness to me, some sort of joy, happiness besides sex. And I'm happy I never was aroused by coochie alone by itself. Sorry, or breasts. That's beautiful to look at, but I'm happy I'm not fully aroused, and that is the only finite meaning for me wanting to be with a woman, or to think that is more than beyond that. I am happy I am made the way I am, and I'm thankful. So that was the outline of our sisters that's not for us, that wrote a movie and did a movie. That's just one problem. And the movies go worldwide. They're national, international. Why would a indigenous man collaborate with other race men? Like I said, what are we getting out of that? What is the purpose? If it's not just solely for donations, because I don't need his support. I don't even need his money. If it's not solely, it's got to be a finite purpose. And why I say I don't need his money, because you got to think about this as well. If he put his money into it, he holds stock. I don't need his stock. I don't need him. People say I can go read. I don't care who wrote the book, because there is brothers that wrote books about credit and finances and looking up free money. I don't need their books, but it's good that it's very they're informative. Informant. I need that informant. Or I won't mind that part of it. If that informant is good to me, yes, boom, bye. Then I will seek out people that thinks and want to be. What information do you have? I read a book about law. The law is not clear cut. They made it that way for a reason, but it can loophole. Even the last president said, I loophole through my taxes, but nobody caught that when he was making that speech. Why would you, brother, collaborate with women that are not for your brothers? You should have known that. You're supposed to cultivate your woman, the woman around you. So she's not alone. She has to always, in all her talks, and to find this out about a woman, ask a woman. You can do 3, I do 4, because I don't do odd numbers. Think of 4 positive things. What are 4 things that come to our women's head when you talking to her? I don't ask her that. When she think about you as a man, as a brother, indigenous, African descendant, quote unquote, black man. What are 3 to 4 things that come to her head? Just ask her this way. And I have to ask you too, sister. When you think about a man of your race, what are the things that come right to your head right away? And so far I have done this. You know what happens? They don't have an answer. Everything is negative. Even a woman, there is black females out there that never been married, have a negative annotations of marriage with a man as me. She don't even know me and never been married. But ask her about other race men, and ask her the name Asian, Middle Eastern. Ask them what you think about Middle Eastern men. 3 to 4 things that come right to their head. And white men, I guarantee you, the white men, you're going to get a worship answer, a savior answer, a slave answer, and she's going to think very highly of him answer. I guarantee you. Even if the white man has abused her and beat on her before, she's going to still put you as the most negative man. I love the quotes. Black men are the number one abusers of black women. Asian men are the number one abuser of Asian women. Middle Eastern men are the number one abuser of Middle Eastern women. White males are the number one abuser of white women. Why is that? See, you can't talk to me with logic. Then I already know you are cast under their spell. Why is it social media only demonize us only, brothers? Only. We are the only ones demonized. I'm not talking about a few little videos of a white man shooting up a school, killing hundreds and people, injuring another 100 people. That don't matter. So when he does that, he can kill 100 people in 1 week. But since we already brainwashed to think that black on black violence is the only violence in the world that we only should pay attention to. Yeah, so all the divester women, I'm dating I'm dating and getting to know a woman and trying to court her. I told her, I don't care how she feel. I don't have no sympathy for a black woman that goes out and get killed by a white man because she said he was better. That's what she chased after. What sympathy I'm supposed to have? It's not my sister, not my sister. She didn't want to be part of me. I don't have sympathy for that. You can say my heart is not pure gold or whatever you want. But I guarantee you, when she out there doing what she do, she not thinking about you, brothers. And the ones that do, they thinking about you because when they cheat, they're cheating with a BBC. Oh, they need me. They need you, brother. They can't come back. It's ones that think since they married a man that accepted them in their mess and their doo-doo. I guess he polished it up, but it still smelled like doo-doo. Made it look like gold, but it's still doo-doo. It still smelled like doo-doo. She's still doo-doo. Sorry. I'm not a person that's part of just hatred. So yes, I would talk to that sister and I would join her platforms. But it's not I'm not in the benefit because soon I'm in there letting her be who she want to be because that's hers. And soon as I'm not, and I don't join it no more after a while. And I say, well, as I got to speak to my own choir, I'm not going to join her no more. She's against me. You want to know how a sister speak against you? She cannot say another race man is better than you. She cannot say, well, these race men over here is doing this and the men are not. You don't know what I'm doing because you don't even talk to me. You don't even interact with me. You don't even collaborate with the men. You collaborate with a certain type of men. She don't collaborate with indigenous men. It's a certain type of indigenous men who she lay down, who she sleep with, who she listen to, who she talk to. That's just as you married to a woman and she go to church. She listening to a man. How? She's collaborating with that man mind, the man word, because I'm guarantee you she's agreeing. Because that's her. So if your religion is to find I mean, or listening to one is your finite being, so you might as well get with men that only speak that way. I heard women that's Moors and Hebrew Israelites and Christians. I don't want those type of men, but they are Moors and Hebrew Israelites. And I told them that don't make no sense. So that either you agree with what your belief is or your belief system is not the same. And if your belief system is not the same, you are confused. You need to find your purpose and find out who you are as a woman. And then overall, when a brother is collaborating with other race men and being around, where's his topics and discussions coming from? Where is his information coming from those other men, correct? Their viewpoint. How can a white man have a viewpoint? We have compassion and compassion for a person or empathy for a person, but that don't mean I know. So if I never killed no one, and if some woman talking about abortion, that's murder. I'm not going to agree with murder, no shape, form, or fashion. That's the mentality I'm coming with. But if that person and these women aren't, and I'm gonna, why are we listening to these women? Why are we listening to those men? And who is his handler? These men that's speaking, we don't want to pay attention to that. The men and women you watch and listen to, their handlers are not the same race as me and you and that person. So what I say unto one, I say unto all. It's your path, it's your journey, it's your choice. Choose wisely. Be mindful of what Black woman and Black man you are listening to. Their handler is not a Black woman or a Black man, quote unquote. Their handler is not a Black woman or a Black man, quote unquote. I'm going to say this. Their handler, their collaboration, the informant, the information that they receive about our race and our community is not a Black woman and a Black man. I'm saying that because that is the utmost important. If you're going to work with me, I want everybody around me to be as me, to look as me, skin folk, and have the same kinfolk. If not, you, that person, and the other one that they listen to is not part of our community. Arazo.